Hey everyone, this is C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today is March 6th, 2026. This channel summarizes the most important crypto news for investors in Southeast Asia, including the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and OFW communities using crypto and remittance every day. Let's go through 3 key stories you should know in today's crypto market. First, a major options expiry that could influence short-term Bitcoin price action. Roughly $2.2 billion worth of Bitcoin options are set to expire today on Deribit, with a put-call ratio of 1.70 and a max pain level around $69,000. Deribit data cited by market reports shows that a large chunk of open interest is concentrated near the $69,000 strike, which is the price level where the most option buyers would lose their premiums. At the same time, about $397 million in Ethereum options are also expiring, with a max pain price near $1,050 and a put-call ratio of 0.89. For traders in Southeast Asia, including those in the Philippines and Vietnam, my view is that option expiries do not guarantee any specific move, but they can amplify volatility around key levels as market makers hedge their books. It's a good day to be extra careful with leverage and avoid chasing every small move around the 69K area. Second, a structural on-chain signal about Bitcoin supply on exchanges. The total amount of Bitcoin held on centralized exchanges has fallen below 2.708 million BTC, the lowest level since November 2018. On-chain analytics from Unfolded show that exchange reserves have been trending down for years and have just hit a new multi-year low, with more BTC sitting in cold wallets, ETFs, and long-term storage rather than on trading platforms. This means there is less immediately sellable Bitcoin on order books, which can act like a supply squeeze during strong demand phases. But it also makes price more sensitive to large market orders. For investors in Southeast Asia, including long-term holders in Indonesia and OFWs stacking sats from the Philippines, I see this as a structurally bullish backdrop over the long run. Still, it doesn't prevent deep corrections. It just means that when demand returns in force, the available supply on exchanges is thinner than in past cycles. Third, sentiment remains deeply pessimistic despite recent rebounds. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index has dropped to 18 today, staying in the extreme fear zone continuously since late January. Data provider Alternative says the index fell by 4 points from yesterday, and this long stretch of extreme fear reflects elevated volatility, cautious trading volumes, and ongoing macro and geopolitical worries. The index is calculated using volatility, trading volume, social media activity, surveys, Bitcoin dominance, and Google search trends, with readings closer to zero signaling stronger fear. In my view, for Southeast Asia investors in places like the Philippines, Vietnam, and Singapore, this kind of sentiment backdrop often appears in late stages of corrective phases, when many people are tired or capitulating. It can be a time to plan gradual accumulation in quality assets rather than panic selling, but only if your time horizon is long and your risk and remittance needs are properly managed. To sum up today's stories, about $2.2 billion in Bitcoin options expire today with a max pain level near $69,000. Centralized exchanges now hold the lowest amount of BTC since 2018, tightening available supply on trading venues, and the Crypto Fear and Greed Index sits at 18, showing that extreme fear is still dominating sentiment among investors. This video is for information and education only and is not financial advice. All investment decisions and risks are your own responsibility. If this video was helpful, please consider subscribing, liking, and turning on the notification bell. Thanks for watching C Crypto Daily Buzz, and I'll see you in the next episode.